Howdy, everybody. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to Opening the Door. We are on episode number 14 now. Give me a second. You got to mute it. Welcome. There you go. You got to mute it. You got to mute it. You had to wait for it. Anyway, welcome, everybody, to episode number 14. If you don't know who that guy is right there, this is a guy who took a little bit of a break from the bearded community for a little bit. Let me be one of the ones to say welcome, because we've never actually spoken. We've always done the keyboard warrior thing. You know how I can't stand doing that with people all the time. I like to talk to people and be cool and get to know them. Hey, yo, man, first one of the night. That's right. So if you guys don't know who this guy is, he's from Texas. This is Andrew Carlisle. He is on YouTube known as Carlisle Beards, and he's also on Instagram as well. His information, his YouTube channel, his Instagram page will be all linked in the description box as soon as we finish this broadcast. Go find him, go follow him, subscribe. He's a cool dude. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks, brother. Glad to be here. I'm excited.
So I gotta ask you the first thing. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Don't take this personal. I thought you were younger. That's a good thing. I thought you were about 22 years old. I wasn't sure. I was like, I think he's a little younger than I expected. 27. Well, that's awesome. I say that because you're very mature for a 27-year-old. I've watched your videos for the past week. I'm impressed. You take a different approach, because I remember watching, because we have a connection. Right. That we have a connection through a set. We just really haven't discussed it, but we're going to tonight. We Texas, that's them. That's them New Yorkers up there. That's how they talk up there. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Old Devin's up in the house now. You just mute yourself?
I just muted myself. I did. All right. So you take a different approach when you do your reviews and you do videos and such. But I like it. I like it. You take the I'm going to sit at my desk in my office type approach. I like that. I'm having troubles, Chris. This thing pops out pretty easy. So sorry about that. The cable came out, guys. So you sit at your desk in your office, and you have a very professional looking office for a 27-year-old. I got to tell you, I'm impressed. This kid's actually, I don't want to say it the wrong way. I'm like, this kid's got his head on his shoulders. He's intelligent. He's got your shit. I don't want to say, I try not to cuss too much. You got your shit together. I like it. Now, I remember, now correct me if I'm wrong. When you first started, were you using your cell phone when you were making videos?
I think the very first time I did some unboxings, I used my phone.
Yeah.
And then eventually I switched
on Instagram, right? Was on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching those, because I saw the quality change, and I said, this boy bought a camera. I said, oh, crap. He's stepping it up. Good job. I'm proud of you. So you're 27 years old. Give me a little bit of background information. Keep in mind, guys, he is ex-military. Yes, he is. So give me a little bit of background about you, because we don't know each other, guys. So this is literally, we're opening the door. Let me get to know Andrew Carlisle. Who is Andrew Carlisle? Give me some background on you.
I appreciate it. As you said, my name is Andrew Carlisle. I'm originally from the Dallas, Texas area. I've been all over the place. In 2014, I enlisted into the United States Army as an 11 Bravo infantryman. So we pretty much just kick down doors, shoot people in the face, normal everyday stuff, right?
And then shoot people in the face. Yes.
Well. But I served for about 3.5 years. Would have stayed in longer, but I got in trouble with alcohol, unfortunately. And then came back, started working. The job I used to work at, wasn't happy there. Started using my GI Bill, and now 2 years in, I'm in school. I'm a second semester junior right now. I'm majoring in history. I want to work with battlefields and monuments and places of historical significance. And I'll probably teach history as well.
Now that is impressive. I like that. Okay. Well, I cannot condone you at all, or I can't stone you for having a drinking problem. We all make. I'm not saying you screwed up. We all make mistakes. You
Right.
live and learn. Shit happens, and that's awesome. You manned up to it. Now I gotta ask you, just because, do you drink now?
No, I'm 2.5 years sober.
Wow. Okay. I respect that. I respect that very much. So if I talk about drinking and offend you, I apologize of any kind. Okay. Say I don't want to make you upset or anything. Me, unfortunately, I'm Irish, dude. I got to drink. I will never stop. I hate to say it that way, but I probably will never stop drinking in my life, more than likely. But I'm not having anything tonight. If you guys know, if you see the black cup, it's always water. So we're having water tonight. And look at this. He's got a Defined Beer Company coffee cup. Look at that. That's just awesome, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice cup.
And just rubbing, and I'll rub it in for him. That's a Texas company as well. So he's got to represent Texas. So what? I got to ask. You're in college now? Are you in what school do you go to or enrolled in?
I go to Southwestern Assemblies of God University in Waxahachie, Texas.
Okay. So is this more on the lines of an online school?
Right now I'm doing mostly online classes, but it's on campus. It's a Christian university.
Okay. All right. And you're studying history, and you want to learn more about and be what's what I'm looking for. You want to be with the monuments, and basically you want to be a type of teacher that you want to learn the significance of the monuments and get more up and close and personal with them, don't you?
Yeah, I want to be a historian specializing in military history. Obviously, being a Texan, I love Texas history. I love the Korean War. I want to do my part. That's known as the Forgotten War, and I want to do my part so that way people remember it.
Okay.
And also modern day military history in general.
Hey, we got Susanna's in here, and we have Ken from Bluegrass. Keep in mind, guys, I'm watching from the StreamYard, so everything's delayed. So if you're already in here, I apologize. Yo, man, got to say hey, yo, man, to Beard Matt Tat. Always got to get him.
He's in Dallas, too.
Yeah, he's a Texas guy, too. That's cool. Hey, Rohan, thanks for coming in. All right. So, 27 years old, going to school. Family? Brothers, sisters, any?
Yeah, I got an older brother and older sister.
Okay. So, you're the baby. Oh, okay.
My mom's favorite.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. Okay, see. So, I got to ask, were you spoiled when you were young?
Pretty much. My mom always gave me the favoritism. She'll deny, but she gave me favor. I
was the oldest one. I have two younger sisters. My youngest one is, oh my gosh, 23. And my older one is 30. Oh my gosh, I feel bad doing this. 34. Yes. I have to remember by the birthdays. That's the only way I can remember the year or how old they are. Yeah, I'm the older one, and it's kind of crazy. There was 16 years difference between Harley, my younger sister, and me. So it's it is my fault. We weren't really close because if you think about it, she's a baby and I'm on my way out the door growing up, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to live my life. Oh, my little sister, see ya, it was my own fault how that happened. And my other one, we weren't really close either. So I'm really not close to my family at all, but that every person's different. So let's get into this military talk. I know I've watched your videos and such, and I respect that you were a veteran. If any of you do not respect any of the veterans or anyone in the military, you are not American by any means necessary of any kind. We can no longer be friends. So that offends you, just leave. Just leave the channel completely. I've never been in the military. Now, keep in mind, I didn't do any research or look into this, but I was always told that when I was younger, I had a really severely broken shoulder.
Right.
Basically, I had a torn rotator cuff and everything. The old pitcher surgery at 14 years old. I did a big old bang up job, and I was always told that the military probably wouldn't take me because of my arm. And I was like, well, shit, that's out the window. So I never got to experience it, and I don't really know a lot about the military, and that's my own fault for not digging into it. I was always said you can't get into it, so I was like, okay, well, just don't go that route. I don't really know a lot about the military, and I learn from you. I work with veterans, and they tell me their stories, and they educate me a lot. So you had a really significant reason as why you wanted to go into the Army and in a specific branch and such. And that's where we have a connection. Well, something brought us together for that connection. You followed in your grandfather's footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not alive. I'll correct. He passed away. Okay. I watched your video on Instagram because I watch this from time to time. It brings a nice happy tear to my eye when I watch it. Can we get a go Air Force from Andrew? Oh my gosh.
Evan is just asking to get choked.
Oh man, he's starting already. I tell you. That's what happens when someone eats a charred broiled steak. I'm just saying. Just saying, Devin. Anyway, you decided to follow in your grandfather's footsteps. Now, you obviously he was in the military when you were a little one as well, or retired out of it.
Oh yeah, long retired.
Okay, so
he was in World War II.
Oh, okay. Wow. That and I can appreciate now even more why you want to follow his footsteps, because you when I watched your video, it brought I was like, wow. Keep in mind, I'm almost 40 years old, so if I call you a kid, I was like, this kid really is this. It's just a touching moment when you started talking about in your damn Yankee Beer Company video, where there it is right there. That right there is what we have a connection with.
Sure.
And Andrew, he did a video on the Pawpaw's chair, and he really got into that. And he talked about how that scent alone makes him think of his grandfather and sitting in his chair.
Yep. This is Pawpaw's chair right here.
How awesome is that? That is just awesome. He's sitting in his Pawpaw's chair, and he said the scent just made him think of his Pawpaw and everything. Brought a significant tear to my eye. I'm like, no beard scent like that has ever happened to me before. I have a connection to that. Mine's a little different. Mine, when yours is military base and such. Well, would you look at that? I'll be damned. Like that wasn't playing. Look at that. So my grandfather, he had at the time, he had 3 grandkids. I was the oldest, and I was the gift from God. You know, I was the firstborn grandchild. I was the greatest thing in the world, and he drank a little bit of beer. He wasn't a smoker. His thing, tobacco. He was a chewing tobacco guy. He was a red man. And I used to always go and smell the bag all the time. It's a little bit different than pipe tobacco, obviously, but I always smelled that tobacco leaf. And it made me think, when you were talking about your grandfather, I was like, it made me think of mine. And that's why I got a happy tear to my eye. I was like, wow, it made me reminisce really quick. That was really cool. And I wanted to tell you, that's a really good video. Very inspirational. Good job on that video.
Appreciate it.
That was really good. It really was.
It can bring you so many memories.
Yes, I've actually been wanting to tell you that, and I was waiting. I was like, you know what? I'm going to tell him when I have him on the channel. That was a really touching moment when you did that. Tell me about. Do you know a lot of what all did your grandfather, or did anybody ever told you the stories of your granddad and such, like his young age or younger?
I've you have bits here and there. I know he grew up in I think it was Webster, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And he originally joined as an infantryman, which is what I was. And then he got injured, and because of that, he was forced to change jobs. And then he became an X-ray technician.
Okay, so he still stayed in the military, just switched. Okay. And how does it feel? I got to ask you, because not a lot of people can say this. How does it feel to, when you were in the military, follow the steps of your hero?
It's a very humbling, especially like you're going through basic, you're getting the dog poop smoked out of you, you're just early mornings, late nights, and you just think, what did, all the World War II veterans go through? What did Vietnam veterans go through? Just like what we're going through right now, this is nothing compared to them. In fact, my drill sergeant had a picture of a D-Day, and he said, the picture said, your day is neither this challenging nor significant. Shut up and clean something. And, that kept us in check that, what we're going through is nothing. I joined like during the edge of, when Afghanistan and Iraq were getting pulled out.
Mm.
So what are we doing? We're just a bunch of privates.
Very true. I will say I've heard stories because I've worked with some guys that are a little bit older, and they told me some stories of back in those times, and I'm like, man,
yeah,
I don't even know if I could have. I would even if I could experience that. I don't know if I could.
Yeah, this right here is Pawpaw's 40th anniversary World War II dog tag. Has information in the back, the World War II insignia right there. And then here's where's my hat? Here's my dog tags.
That's awesome, man. And
I gotta show off without breaking it. This is the flag that draped his casket.
That is really awesome to have, man. That really is. That's really touching because keep in mind I'm not a military family or anything. Most of the time, what I've always known, the wife or the husband, they get the flag, and you have it. That's an honor. That's got to be an honor as a grandson, as a soldier, and a veteran on one. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, after my ever since my pawpaw passed away, I've been telling them I wanted it. Yeah. So after my grandmother passed away last October, it was just what's going to happen to it. I thought my aunt, who my grandma lived with, I thought she was going to get it. But the day before, I found his military records, and I'm going through everything, saying every bit of detail. And she was like, if I give it to someone else, it's just going to be in storage. If I give it to him, it's going to be preserved the rest of his life.
Yeah.
So, especially I was the only one, on that side of the family who joined the military. So, I was named in his honor. His name was Coy O'Neill. My name is Andrew O'Neill. He had red in his beard. I had red in my beard. He was in the Army Infantry. I was in the Army Infantry. So it's like, why wouldn't I get it?
Have people ever told you that they'll say you're by me, your grandfather? Have you ever heard that from people before?
Yeah, anyone who knew my grandpa, yeah.
That's really awesome. That's really, really cool. Now, imagine being in the military. He didn't have a beard of any kind, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think he's thinking of you now, looking at that?
Oh, he'll love it because I know I don't know have any pictures of him with a beard. But I remember he grew a beard at one point and he had red in his beard. And so, like when my mom would show my grandma pictures of him, my grandma would start crying. She was like, "He looks just like him."
That's really cool. Really, really cool, man.
Yeah.
So, being that you're I've never had anyone actually say yes to this. Have you ever thought of at the time, or if you could, or whatever, have you ever thought of being in another branch in the military?
There were times where I considered it, but I don't think I could ever go away from the Army. Like everyone always says, go Air Force just because of the convenience. It's better pay, better living conditions. But there's something about the time-honored traditions of being in the Army. Especially like being in the infantry. Everyone wants you to change jobs. It's like, whenever I played a soldier as a kid, we were on the front lines. We weren't supplier. We weren't doing a safe job. We were, on the front lines. That's what we played as kids. I was like, well, if I'm going to join the Army, that's what I'm going to do.
If you were, what would you pick if you could go to another branch or another job of any kind?
Oh, man. There was that one point in time, Devin, cover your ears. I don't want you to hear this. There was one point I considered going to the Air Force to do pararescue.
Yeah?
I'm glad it didn't work out.
Now, that's jumping out of the plane.
Yeah, that's the Air Force Special Operations.
Right.
Cool stuff.
If I would have gone to the military, honestly, that's probably what I would have wanted to do, because I've always wanted to fly and be things of that nature. Jumping out of an airplane, I've always wanted to do it my entire life, and that was one thing I wanted to do before I got married, was jump out of a plane. Unfortunately, I did not get to do that, so I told my wife I won't do it. So that went away, pissed me off, but That's my own fault for not doing it. That's okay. So you never really got to experience war per se.
No, I was going to be transitioning duty stations. It's called PCS, and I was going to be going from Fort Lewis, Washington, which is about an hour south of Seattle. I was going to be going to Fort Carson, Colorado, which is in Colorado Springs. Had I gone there, I was supposed to be on schedule to deploy, but the year before, that's when I got in trouble with alcohol.
Well, you know what? Yes, I was going to say maybe the man upstairs that happened for a reason. You never know. Everything, as I've always said, everything happens for a reason, no matter if it's good or bad. I always say that because you can always say there's a reason why I didn't go there. When my wife joined the closest she could get as a female was being a military police. Okay.
Especially back then, it was extreme. There was very few jobs you could do as a woman. Now everything is starting to open up.
Right, and that's awesome. That's really, really cool. What are some of your, if there are any, war, not counting your grandfather, war heroes from history?
Before I joined the Army, like one of the things that inspired me was reading books. And like one day I got a book that's just so happens to be right there, and that is Lone Survivor by Marcus Luttrell. I read that book and I could not put that down. And it was before the movie came out, and like right when I finished it is when they announced that they were coming out with the movie. I
read the book. I actually read it because I heard you got to read it. You got to read this. So I read the book, and then of course I did get the movie. Night and day. The movie's great. The movie is great, but night and day difference. I will say, books. Yeah, absolutely. Way, way better. That is a really good book. Good choice. What war would you want to be in if you could pick one in history?
I've always wanted to, granted a whole lot different, but I always want to be in the Texas Revolution.
Don't say. Yeah. Man, what is up with you Texans, man? That's all y'all talk about, for real.
Pretty much.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Texas Revolution. I would love to go back to the Korean War. Just a few years ago, I got to go to Korea, and I was there for a few months. And my battalion commander heavily invested in me, and he called me the unit historian because of how passionate I was about history. Right up here, actually, there are some books about my unit because we were in one of the most infamous battles of the Korean War. And it was the first time that we defeated the Chinese in the Korean War. And it was called the Battle of Cheopyeong-ni. And I got to go there, and I originally had my re-enlistment ceremony there. I got some pictures of that.
Exactly, right there. What is Texas? That's all. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, last time I was in Texas, it was 3 years ago, and I remember loud music, lots of booze, and a lot of people saying, "Texas is big, man." That's pretty much what I heard the whole time. Go big. That's what I always heard down there. I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, Pete and Matt, they know what I'm talking about.
It's funny. I work with a lot of Texas beer companies.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And y'all call me a Yankee. I'm like, what's up with that? I don't know. Maybe I'm a Texan. Like in disguise. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. I don't know. So this is a bearding channel, and I really don't want to stray too far away from the military because I know you are a big military. But actually, let's continue talking about it. You're now out of the military, and I know you still try to do as much as you can and be oriented in some way, shape, or form. And your schooling, which is helping. You were talking to me. Texas is in the stream. See, damn it. There's another one. I forgot. There's another one. Damn it. The Texas state bird is a rattlesnake. I believe that. I do believe that. Okay. So let's you told me you were doing some certain things, and I don't know if you want to leak them out yet. So we might not be able to talk about that. Andrew's been he talks to a lot of veterans and stuff. He tries to help and talk about that.
Well, part of it is just, giving back. You want to be there. You got your brother 6. We always say, I got your 6. And I want to put that, take that to heart. I truly do want to have my brother 6. And the other day, one of the guys that I served with, he sent me a very alarming message that pretty much said he wasn't suicidal, but he was getting there. And so that burned me alive because it's just like, I lost one of my NCOs to suicide earlier this year. And I was like, I don't want to lose someone that I was so close to. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure, this side of heaven, to make sure that I'm able to get him the help that he needs. And I was thinking, the bearded community especially has so many veterans. I mean, we got Chris, we got Ken, to name a few. And it's just like something I wanted to do was to have like a stream where I interview veterans in and out of the bearded community and talk about each other's life and service. And so that's something I'm going to be doing. And in addition to that, I'm going to be talking about, issues that veterans face. I'm going to talk about the hard stuff like addictions and mental health and suicidal thoughts, all these things that I've struggled with. And so hopefully, if it encourages one person, that's all that matters.
You've been talking to Chris from that company to be named later a little bit, haven't you?
Me and him talk a lot.
Well, I say that because I know he likes to talk about mental health a lot as well. He had a really good vlog video today I watched. Good job, Chris. That was good. I watched it, buddy. Good job. That's very needed, I think. Yes. See?
You got to raise the bar on the conversation.
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know this, and I don't really tell a lot of people. I don't have a college degree, and that's my own stupidity because I was young and dumb. But I actually studied and read a lot and did a lot of research when I was how old was I? Oh, my. Mid-20s, so about 10, 15 years ago, something like that. And I studied psychology, studied the mind, and a lot of mental health and stuff. So a lot of people talk to me. I said as a joke, I was like, I'm your psychiatrist, and I talk to a lot of people a lot about their problems and stuff. And I still do. I just don't really tell a lot of people that. So I can relate. I talk to a lot of people with mental health and stuff. I just don't tell a lot of people that I do it just because, number one, privacy, just to keep their, just if you learn anything from a psychiatrist, privacy is the number one key. You don't tell anybody your problem, or you don't share no one's problems. Like, just I'm saying an example. If Camo Cam come to talk to me saying he wanted to shoot himself, I'm not going to go tell somebody that. That's you respect the person enough to not put it out. That person has to put their story out for someone else to hear. And I think it's a really good idea, and especially if you bring these guys onto social media, onto your platform, you give them the opportunity. You're giving them a stepping stone to legitimately help themselves with mental health. I applaud you for doing that. That's really, really cool. Good job. This is why I said this kid has his head on his shoulders. I'm telling you, I'm proud of you. I really am. That's really good.
Appreciate it, man.
I think it's safe to say you fell and picked yourself up and you ran full force when you got the ball the second time around. I think it's safe to say that. Good job on you.
Appreciate it.
Good job for being a mature kid, because not a lot of people can experience what you've done, and they've learned from it, and they want to help other people. Most people think about it. What do you say most of the time in the world now? Look out for yourself. Cover your ass. No, you are looking to help other people. That's awesome. That's really, we need more people like you in the world, and especially in the military world as well. I don't know I don't know what that community's called, so that's why I say the military world. I'm not sure.
The veteran community is good.
The veteran community, yes. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. Yes.
Carrie's comment is amazing.
I have a degree. I own a beer company. Carrie can't even read. There. I clarified that for you all. He can't even read.
Cheers, Carrie.
I almost forgot.
Sure.
Damn right.
Oh yeah. All I brought is the oil with me. I got an oil and balm in right now.
Yeah, you're more of a beard balm guy. I noticed that a long time ago. You're not too keen on the butters yet.
I'll use the butters at night and sometimes during the day, especially if I'm like testing a product. I just prefer balms.
Now, since you opened up the can of worms, now we're going to have some beard talk because this is a bearding channel,
Good.
Tell me how you went from This is a joke. So how did you go from pretty boy, clean face, shaven Andrew Carlisle, the military guy, to Carlisle beards?
So as you can probably guess, being in the military, you have to shave pretty much every single day. If you have what even looks like a hair, you're going to be getting smoked for it. And so after you get out, I think it's just like every veteran, wants to grow a beard just because they've had a shave for however long they were in the service for. And so after I was working a job in a meat market, and so I wasn't able to grow a beard. And so after I started coming to school, I was just like, you know what, let's try it out and see how it is. And then previous that summer, I was doing some stuff as a contractor, working outdoors in triple-digit Texas heat. And so like I would just shave because I couldn't handle the itch. And then I found out about a beard oil, and I picked up one from the grocery store, and made such a difference. And then like as I was researching stuff with beards, I discovered the bearded community on YouTube, and then everything exploded after that.
There's a bearded community on YouTube. Interesting. Yep. I never ever knew. I'm gonna have to look into that. Yeah, right. At Beard Times with Scott. I know, man. I don't know. I don't know what you guys, where you come up with that type of stuff. I don't know. I have no idea. I started growing one as soon as I got out. Yes, a lot of my coworkers and stuff, they're ex-military, and they're all coming up to me. I need some stuff. all the time. So, Andrew, we still need to do our history stream. That's from Camo Cam. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
So, I gotta ask because what was that beard oil you bought?
The first one was a Bulldog.
Okay. Yeah. I've never used them, but I heard they were okay.
And then there's a company here in the town that I go to school in called Beard Commander, and I used them up until I discovered the community here on YouTube, and then I started trying out different brands.
I've heard of Beard Commander as well. I have heard of them. Okay, I've never used them, but I've heard of that company. So you fell down the rabbit hole, obviously, of social media, looking into the beards. Who did you start watching?
I think the first person I saw was I saw some stuff from Scuba, and then so was it Scott Barnes, Live Bearded, and then Dan.
Okay. Nice. Good choices. Is Beard Commander the same guys as Duck Commander? No, unfortunately, it's not
the first time I discovered him.
You thought it was?
Yeah.
Apparently
what? He has a beer company now.
You know what? I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot saying this.
Do it.
I recently found that out that Willie Robertson is now aligned with Wild Willie's. I'm sorry if anyone is. That dude was not a part of that company when they first started. I can honestly attest to that because I did videos for them, multiple videos for them, and promo videos for them, and never once did his name come up of any kind. And I may sound ignorant saying it, but I think the dude's in it just for the money. I could be totally wrong. And if I am, someone call me out on it. But I watched the promos, like he cut his hair off, he trimmed his beard down. And I'm like, dude, this is not, what are you doing? I was like, I didn't recognize him. I was like, what the hell happened to Willie Robertson?
Right.
Shocked the crap out of me. I was like, what the hell?
Right.
Oh, but like I said, that's just my opinion there. Oh, I don't have a thumbs down yet. Chris, get on that. You got to get that thumbs down. Appreciate it. Every video Chris is in, he always gives me the thumbs down. I know who it is every time. So, we're talking products. Tell me what you use if you're not testing.
If I'm not testing, my favorite product is Malone's Irish Pub by the Brothers Groom.
That's right. I forgot. I knew that. That was my mistake.
And then I love using Distinguished Caballero by Define, which will be my comeback review. And then the one I've just started using recently, which is going to become a regular, is The Verdict by Beard Justice.
You went to the cologne side. I'll be damned. That's right. You bought some stuff in my live stream. I remember that. Well, let's look. Let me look. Hold on. There it is. There's the thumbs down. There it is. I know who put that on there. Awesome.
Oh, Chris.
I really enjoyed the one I got from Brothers Groom. That was a really good summer set. Feels like summer. Smells like summer. One either or. That one, and I don't really like foodie type scents, but that's like an orange creamsicle type. Man, that's good. I like that one a lot. I've heard mixed feedback on the Malones, though. I've saw it and I said, I don't know about that one. So I hesitated to try it. And I watched your video and I was like, I've heard Distinguished Caballero is terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I can attest to that one. I got to agree. That one, especially come from the man who made it. Yeah, 100%. I got to tell you. Now, but the Malone Irish Coke, tell me about that one because I can't remember the scent profile.
It's a leather, whiskey, tobacco, clove, cedar, and vanilla. The way I get it, I get the leather and the whiskey, and then I get the clove. And those are like the three dominant things for me.
You are the biggest freaking leather fan, I think. You and Emo. That's like you all should just be called leather brothers because that's all you all
You pretty much do.
You do. I'm like, damn. You talked about beer justice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the 2-seater?
I did not. I don't think I did.
You need to try that one. That one has, to me, it has like a pipe tobacco hit to it in the cologne. That one is freaking money. I think you'll like that one. So what are you like the Verdict one? I'm trying to remember that one.
It has a
goldish label.
Yeah, it has a little bit of leather, and I think it has some tobacco in it.
Okay, all right, okay. I remember that one now. It's not very strong, right?
Not really.
Yeah,
it's like kind of cool to me.
Yeah, it's almost like a cooling type of cologne. Okay, yeah. I remember that one. That one, I think that's the one. That's the one Jordan stole from me from work. He smelled it. He's like, "That's mine." Took it right there. I was like, "Okay." So your review process, because you took a little bit of a break. Now tell me why you took a break, because I don't know why you took a break.
So I struggle with anxiety attacks, and if you go to like my YouTube channel, every single video I've made, I've had an anxiety attack before, during, and after the process. Like each of those videos will probably take over 12 hours, sometimes more close to 24 hours, because I keep going back. I'm the type of person, like if I stutter, I will start. Like there was one time I had my like $1,000 worth of camera right there. I threw it across the room. I was so mad just because I stuttered on a word. And so like I was going to do a review for something by Last Looks. And like got to the point where like before I even started, I just started panicking to the point where I got nauseous. And then like I was talking to Dan later that night. He's just like, "You gotta do what you gotta do." He's like, "You gotta take care of yourself." And so like I decided to, I just need to take a step back, get my mental health under control. And thankfully, I haven't had an anxiety attack in probably almost 2 months now. I haven't had any alcohol cravings in almost 2 months. So this break pretty much saved my life this summer.
Well, good. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Because I really didn't know why you took a break, and now I do. And you know what? I'll say it. I'm sure that everybody else in here watching, my phone is always on, buddy. If you ever need to holler, the only time I will not be able to talk to you, unfortunately, is while I'm at work because I cannot carry my phone. But for the most, other than that, my phone is on for you, man. And it's awesome. Like I said, we all have our anxiety issues of whatever they may be, and you said it was because it was an alcohol craving. Is that what it was?
I mean, it's funny because like even though I've been like 2.5 years sober, like I'm still a daily battle for me. And like part of me is just like, when is it? It's just like you think you'd come to a point where just like it's done. And thankfully, I've been able to have like over a month of where I've been able to, without banging my head against the wall.
Not necessarily. It's hard because I don't know what was in your head that while you were drinking and thing. I don't know. Maybe you were the person that I'm setting an example, thinking, putting my thoughts out. Maybe you were, I gotta have it. I have to have it. Yeah. And I understand that, because you kind of mentally worked yourself into that, and now you're out of it, but it's still there. I know it is. It's just like out in the background. I know. I understand. You hear things like that. I do. I talk about this a lot. I have an anxiety issue, but I don't. It's not serious as yours. I have to play music. That was my drug. Stage. I was like, it was my addiction. I had to do it. I was doing it. I couldn't stop. I'd play shows. Your location is currently in use. Okay, well, not anymore because you just clicked it off. Stupid computer. Anyway, that was my addiction. I was like, I have to play. I had to do it every day of the week, whatever. I always had to do something. That's my anxiety. And if you guys talk to me off camera and such, you know it, because everybody is like, they're dying. They want to see me do it just because I talk about it so much. Not so much as what your anxiety issue is, of course, but understandable. Always got your six, Andrew. Now I have someone in Texas to call to get you if I need to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Pete's about an hour and something change from me. Him and a Ferocious beer company are right by each other. And so they're about an hour and a half, give or take. And then Matt's probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes from me, give or take.
Being on stage accelerated my anxiety 100%. There you go. See? That's Carrie telling that to you. It's like an addiction, man. Like, just imagine, okay, you're on stage and you're pouring your heart out. You're selling your name, but you're doing your thing. There is nothing I can explain to your watching a humongous crowd holler and sing back to you, and you're just they're thriving on what you're thriving. It's just like adrenaline. It's a nonstop thing, man. And I got into it, and I was like, I can't stop doing this. I've got to keep doing it. I've got to keep doing it. And when I listen to music and such now, I don't listen to anything that's new now. Nothing. If it is, it's surprising. I listen to stuff that all the bands and stuff that I've played with, reminiscing all the time. That's my way of coping. I'm like, I was there, like I remember seeing that, I was doing that. I remember those. My drug was a little different than yours. I understand what you're going through, though. I really do.
Right. For sure.
And like I said, the phone is always on. Don't ever forget that, man. You fell into this bearding community probably backwards as much as I did, and we're all here for each other, no matter what. No matter what. I don't care what Bruce Banton says. Fuck that guy. Screw that guy. Anyway, so now we talked about that. We're talking about reviews. Tell me how you do your review process. Tell me what you do. As in, okay, Andrew, here's my product. I'd like for you to review it. Where do you go from there?
So me, the first thing, just finding a scent that I'm interested in, or a product I'm interested in, trying it out. And when I go to the review process, I want to know what was the vision behind the product. So like, why did Carrie decide to come up with Distinguished Caballero? Why did he choose the Carrie blends? Why did he choose the scents? How does that all represent what is a Distinguished Caballero is? And that's the conversation I still need to have with him. But I'll find out the history behind it. For example, Malone's Irish Pub. The crest on the Irish Pub is the family crest for the Malone clan. And so that's what you see on the label. And then, has that wooden backdrop, which represents, an Irish pub. And for that one, I did all the research I could, who were the people involved in it, why'd they choose that? And when they started their company, they each decided to have a signature scent. And that was the one for Austin, who chose to do it in honor of his family.
Mm-hmm.
So I found, one I did it for was for Black Lodge by Last Looks. And, all of his scents are inspired by movies or TV shows. And so I found out the exact references to to the series Twin Peaks. I found every single reference I could about why he chose the scent profile based off that. So there's always references to black coffee. There's references to cherry pie. There's references to Washington Forest. And that's why he picked that scent profile. And it's just he was a genius at picking out of movies, what he thinks would be a good scent. So I go for stuff like that. And I write down every single thing I possibly can on paper. What were my thoughts? Smelling it out of bottles, smelling it in beard afterwards. How did I like it? I write down every single thing possible. And then when I go to structure my videos, I do it kind of like a college essay where I have my introduction, I have my body paragraphs, and I have my conclusion. And I think, this is what I want to do for feeling beard, for scent. And, I try to do the reviews that I want to see, the information that I'm looking for.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Actually, you were talking about Last Looks. I've never tried that company. So that one, I didn't know. I didn't know that they had, that's interesting for movies and such. That's really cool. I'll have to look into that company.
Yeah.
I've heard of their name. I just never looked into their products. Okay. All right.
And he's in Hollywood. He's an actor in Hollywood.
Does he have a beard? That's the question.
Yeah, he has a beard.
Okay. Because people may frown upon me for saying it, but if you don't have a beard and you have a bearding company, we may not be friends. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Right.
Just dang, Andrew's making me look bad. I just used the products.
I want to give credit to Brian because they did a live stream with a Brothers Groom, and I watched that I think 2 or 3 times. I watched that so I could learn as much as I could about the company, in addition to talking to the company directly. So Brian, thank you. I owe that to you.
Brian from Beards and Banjos, that man, he doesn't get all the credit that man deserves. That man is a freaking genius. Oh, we're up to 2 thumbs down. Thank you to the hater. Appreciate you. You are awesome. Motivation. We stay low level as much as possible. We're always going to be low level, but we're going to keep on bearding. That's our new motto right there. Stay low level and keep on bearding. That's what we're going to do. We'll put that in all my new videos from now on. Just for you. Just for you. Anyway, Brian from Beards and Banjos. That guy doesn't get enough credibility for what he does, what he brings to the community. As I said, he's bringing back the Beard Advice series, whether he likes it or not. And he's got to be like, I don't even know what you call it. Like, like bearding with Brian. I don't know what you call it. You got to continue to do those Instagram trims, man, or StreamYard and on here on YouTube. You got to do that. You've done 2 now. It's genius. I think you should continue doing it. Devin from Beard Code, he's been wanting to do it. He's been talking to me about it. He wants to do it with you. He wants to do a beard trim with you. Let me rephrase that so you guys aren't perverts on here. I knew where that was going. So I know how you dirty people think. I know what you're thinking. Get that filthy mouth stuff out of your brain there. Who do you watch on YouTube? You take time out of your day. All right, I got to watch that video. I got to watch it. Who are they?
As far as bearded channels or like just in general?
Anything. Bearding anybody.
So in bearded, this is a guy maybe get a big head for this, but I love watching Beard Code. I've been with him since video number 1. And so like seeing him progress as he's going has been pretty awesome. I love Josh from Beard Product Review. He's been really awesome. I've been slacking on videos, but I need to go back and try to support as many people as I can. So and then as far as
Devin knows I love him. I'm just trying to be a goofball. That boy, I tell you, he messaged me and he wanted to get in the hot seat, and I sent him like a quick, yeah, man, we'll get to it. Just a quick little acknowledge you. I'll get a holler at you, and hey, that's me. I started watching his videos because if I don't really know about you, I'm going to feel like stupid, like if I don't know that much about you at all. So I was like, all right, let me see what Beard Code is about. So I started watching it, and I was like, I like this kid. He's got a good thing going. And I still believe that. That's why I said I took Devin under my wing, and he's actually helping me right now. He's helping me get my videos edited and better, so to say, instead of just.
Yeah,
because you all know mine are just that's what you get.
Yeah,
I'm getting better, and Devin's helping me improve that, and I appreciate everything he's doing for me. But Josh, he's funny. I like watching his videos because I'm pretty sure he's sitting in his camera, and it's like kind of angled up a little bit at his face, what it looks like, and he's just does his thing. And I love the fact. I assume Devin's done 3 or 4 reviews, but they're still uploading on his school Wi-Fi. Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Josh's videos, I love watching how he keeps his the cutouts at the end. I'm like, that is hilarious. Like today's video he put up. What's going on? This is Josh from Beard Product Review, and I don't have my microphone plugged in. I was like, that's funny.
Yep.
Terry, I wish you were wrong. Yeah.
Right.
Devin's slacking. He's slacking. I'll say it. He is. But that's okay. That's all right. We're gonna work on Devin. We're gonna get him to eat another one of those steaks that he will not eat. We're gonna work on it. He don't know it. We're gonna do it. So what? Now we're talking that. How do you eat your steak?
Lately, I've been doing it more rare, but normally it's like medium rare.
See, I can't do that. If this is too much for me. I'm like, no, too much color. I got to have a little bit of pink, a little bit of juicy, about half and half. And I'm like, okay, that's as much as I can do. Now, do you eat your hamburgers the same?
It depends where I get from. Like sometimes if I go Red Robin, I'll say a little bit of pink in it.
I got to tell you, man, I was asking because that's what I was getting ready to talk about. Manny and I went there maybe not even 2 weeks ago. That was the worst burger I'd ever eaten. And the sad thing is,
went out the wrong hole. Oh,
got
that on camera.
You see right there? You see, he wasn't ready. What have I told you? You got to be ready at all times. See, I could have done a spinneroonie right there. He wasn't ready for it. I'm telling you. He wasn't ready. Anyway, we ate at Red Robin, and I really enjoy their food. Unfortunately, their food was terrible the last time we ate it. I even told the waiter, this is horrible. I said, not impressed at all. We were not fans. It was really bad, and they weren't very busy, and I was like, what the hell? The first time I ate there, it was great. And so that now went to the back. Hey, yo, man, we got Bearded Kansas City Dave in here. Awesome. Sweet. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. We got 20 people. We got 2 thumbs down and 19 thumbs up. That's awesome. Spin-a-rooney. Exactly. You all ain't ready for the spin-a-rooney.
Can we do something real quick?
What's that?
I want to sponsor a Pawpaw Share combo giveaway.
Well, you want to do a giveaway. Well,
before I forget.
Okay. Well, how do you want to do this, my man?
You want to let's just do a random number generator?
Actually.
Or you got an idea?
Yeah, I do.
Military questions?
Go fire away. It's your giveaway. You do it.
Oh, man, I have to think something. Yeah, Pete, you're eligible.
Who? Pete?
Yeah, he asked, am I eligible?
Sure. We'll send you the winnings, Pete. We'll send them out to you.
Let's see. Military. All right, what books do I have up here? There's one question, but I don't think people would ever get it. And then if I do a history question, though, Camo Cam is most likely going to win it. So that's the only bad thing about that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, I can't think of really a history question right now.
All right. I got it. It's real simple. What is my favorite military movie?
Let's go on.
Go. Let me go over here to YouTube.
Let's see. We got one guest coming in. Pete. I got my little screen up here and I'm looking at that.
Okay.
There you are, brother. I don't know if Emu's had Emu, have you had Pawpaw's Chair yet?
There it is. Right there. I'm looking on my screen. Let me double check. You guys can stop. The Bearded Guy, Kansas City. Full metal jacket. You are the first on my screen. Dave, direct message. Pete from Damn Yankee. He'll get that sent out to you.
I'll send it to him.
Okay, there you go. Congratulations. Direct message that guy right there. That guy right there. Right there. See, I'm going through the screen. Bam. What did you walk into, Mr. Leather? I found your leather brother over here. So, he's in the hot seat. And speaking of the hot seat, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You hear that? You hear that? He says he's ready.
As long as I don't choke again. So.
Yes, Dave, you are the winner. Congratulations, buddy. All I ask is a review. Give us a review on it, whether you like it or not. Be honest about it. That's all I ask. And Dave, thank you. Thank you for your help, for everything you're helping me with. Greatly appreciate you, my friend. Very, very much. So, some of these questions you will already know, because remember the Alamo. What's the Alamo? What is the Alamo? Like, for real.
What is not the Alamo?
Okay. Some of these questions you already know because I've asked people about them, or some of them you got to ask. So we'll start out with the simple one: Coke or Pepsi?
Lately, it's been Coke. I grew up liking Pepsi more, but lately, the past few years, it's been Coke.
Okay. Your favorite military person other than your grandfather?
That is a good one. There's so many of them. I grew up. I got a bunch of books of them right here, but it'd be Sam Houston.
Who's Sam Houston? What did he do?
Sam Houston, German during the Texas Revolution. I'll go all history. I was during spring break.
Was he a part of that Alamo thing?
Was
he a part of that Alamo thing?
He was so he had originally given orders to destroy the Alamo, but Travis and Bowie said that we'd rather die here, and so they did.
Right. I was just being goofball about it. You didn't leather pipe tobacco email. Oh, okay. I was reading the comment there. Now, so you didn't get to travel to different countries and such, right?
I've been to 3.
Okay. What place? My question was place you want to see in the world.
One of the countries I've been to that I want to go back to is Thailand, and but countries I've never been to, I want to retrace my family history in Scotland and Ireland.
Was Sam Houston a Cowboys fan? Y'all are goofy. One thing we don't know about this guy is.
Oh, that is a good one. One thing they don't know about me. Some of the stuff, the questions I'm thinking of, people already know. So there's something completely random, and that is I was born with purple feet. And that's, my mom has the pictures to prove it. Apparently I was so tight that they had to yank me out of there, and I don't know how it happened, but
I was blue. I was blue because I was breech birth, and my cord was wrapped around my neck, so I was blue. So we were close. Your 3 biggest pet peeves.
3 biggest pet peeves: people who walk slow, people who make a mess of my place, and people who don't carry their weight.
Oh, okay. I'm fat. I carry my weight very well. Okay. Do you like country music or pop country music?
Country. King George all the way.
Thank you. Whiskey, such as Fireball or bourbon, if you were to have one.
If I were to have one, out of those 2, it'd be bourbon.
Okay. Beer or bourbon?
Beer.
Which beer?
Can I pick 2?
Sure.
Guinness and Shiner.
Hey, I knew I liked this guy. Your favorite soda?
In Texas, everything is called Coke, but Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Johnny Cash all day. There we go. Now we're talking. Right there. Pepperoni or pineapple on pizza?
Yes.
Your favorite pizza topping or your favorite pizza dish there?
I love the barbecue chicken with onions and pineapples.
Nice. That's actually, I never thought of putting pineapple on that. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Your favorite candy, not chocolate.
Reese's.
Not chocolate.
Oh, candy that's not chocolate.
Hot tamales or things like that. Whatever.
Yeah. Everything is chocolate. I can't even think of candy that doesn't have chocolate right now.
Okay, pass. Favorite candy bar?
Reese's.
Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we got to ask, beard comb or brush?
I like oxhorn combs.
Oxhorn combs. Okay. Your beard wash and conditioner routine that you do for the week?
Before I go to work, I'll rinse, and then after I get back, depending on the day, I don't really have a set schedule where these days I do this. but just to listen to the beard and see what I feel like. Today I used a Beard Justice wash and conditioner.
Castile soap or African black soap? Which one do you have?
Oh, what was the first one you said?
Cedric makes 2 of them. Does yours have Castile soap or African black soap?
I think it was the first one. I don't think this one has the African black one.
Okay, African black soap. It looks brown, so that's how you'll know. Right. So you have the Castile soap.
It's African one. It was brown.
Oh, how do you like it?
I like it. It's completely restricted.
Sweet.
I'm glad I had that conditioner on hand.
Awesome. Okay. One beard oil scent for the rest of your life. What's it going to be?
Malone's Irish Pub by the Brothers Groom.
Okay. All right. We didn't cover this, so I'm asking your opinion. You got to pick one. Platoon, Heartbreak Ridge, or Saving Private Ryan? Oh, yeah, I did. I went there. I did.
So I picked Heartbreak Ridge, and it was because if Saving Private Ryan was just straight war, like if it was in Hollywood, I'd pick that one because the D-Day scene, that made World War II veterans pass out. So, like, that scene was, like, the greatest military scene in all time. But as far as movie goes, Hacksaw Ridge. Ryan, what's up?
Okay. Hacksaw Ridge actually was a damn good movie as well.
That was great.
That was a great movie.
I saw it when I was in the Philippines, and I stood on my little cot, and I could not move for like 5-10 minutes.
Did you know who directed that movie?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, of all people. Wow. Best actor in a military film.
Ooh. Best actor. I really liked Eric Bana in Black Hawk Down. Okay,
good one. That was very. I did not expect that. I expected a leader role. Good job. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Major and Will, we were soldiers, and I like Dennis Quaid in The Alamo.
What is the Alamo? Man, you all are talking about this freaking Alamo. I swear, you're killing me. Hey, guys, want to say thanks for giving honest reviews, not being afraid to let a company know what's on your mind. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Thank you for the comment. Appreciate you.
What's up, Ron?
3 wishes. You rub it. You find the lamp. Rub it. What are your wishes?
That Devin would not make stupid comments like joining the Air Force. That Devin would eat a medium or medium rare steak, and Devin would accept my challenge to play basketball.
Well, holy crap! He is on you. Talk about not being ready. You are not ready for Andrew. That's what that's telling you right there. That's almost like Hulkamania running wild on you, dude. You were not ready at all. Okay, I'm putting you on the spot on this one, just because some. What's your favorite beard product company?
Oh, so I have a starting lineup, and right now it was 3, and there's now 4, and I'm debating on who the 5th one's going to be. But one single company, I don't want to say this. There's one company that I'm very loyal to based off of I'm very all about customer service. And there's one company that ever since I met him has just been nothing but customer service. And that would be Last Looks Grooming.
Okay. All right. I don't have to answer this one. Balm. You're more of a balm than a butter guy, right?
Yeah.
Wash or conditioner?
I think I use a wash more than conditioner.
Okay. I'm going to spell this word out to you, and you need to pronounce it. Jojoba.
Jojoba.
Okay. Do you have a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen?
Somewhere over here.
All right. This one I'm adding just because I'll explain why here in a little bit. All right. Ready?
Where's the pen at? What kind of college student am I? Right here. All right.
3 things. Write your name in print.
In print? I have horrible handwriting, just by the way.
Huh?
I have horrible handwriting, by the way. Thank you, Pete. Thanks for coming in.
All right, boss. I'll talk to you soon. Write your name in cursive.
I'm going to get made fun of so bad. Devin's going to laugh at me.
And then number 3, write your signature. How you write your signature. And then show us all 3.
They're going to steal my identity.
Okay. Now, Andrew should have got a big box of some pretty cool stuff today. That's what Gary said.
I wasn't able to pick it up. My school's mail office is further down. I wasn't able to go by today, but I did get the confirmation that it came today.
Pop or soda. That's from Devin.
Coke.
Pop or soda. Which
I know he's doing that on purpose because he knows in Texas we call it Coke, and so he's doing it on purpose.
Okay. Now I ask you to write that because I was at work recently and a person didn't know how to write in cursive. Swear. And I looked at this. This is a person in their 50s.
Oh,
and I looked at this person and I said, "Are you that pathetic?" I was like, this is what the world has come to, that we can't remember what we learned in school, the fundamentals. And I'm like, you might want to start paying, checking your brain. And I was like, you can't write your name in cursive. Really? That shocked the hell out of me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing that to all my people. Just because, and not only that, you have crappy handwriting. I got to tell you.
I have handwriting of a doctor.
Soda, that's the only correct answer. Ordering a Coke, but they're bringing me a Dr. Pepper. See what you all done started? Man, I tell you. Well, Andrew, you have survived the hot seat. I want to thank you. Thank you for giving me the evening. It's been fun. We're not done yet, but you survived the speed round. Congratulations. You will live to fight another day. Now, 2 questions I always ask. Number 1, who would you like to see in the hot seat?
There is one specific person, and that is Michael from Last Looks Grooming. I think you two would really like talking movies together. It's just like he knows every single thing about movies, the directors, the caterers, everyone's first, middle, and last names. He knows everything. And
what would you like for me to add to the channel or change or anything to the channel? What would your feedback be?
I really like
to this. Excuse me.
For opening the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like how you, as the name implies, that you open the door and getting to know everyone. I think it's really cool. I think it'd be cool to have like a community where maybe having multiple people, or like bringing people, get to know your subscribers. Maybe help someone become that's normally an introvert, become an extrovert. Get to talking on camera, get comfortable behind the camera. Let them know that this is one big happy family here.
Copper Johns, Tyson, I've never actually gotten to speak with you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. So community sessions. I was actually thinking about doing that. See, this guy, he started to get into my brain. I think he's put that in there. I was actually thinking about doing that. I was going to do it actually next year. I'm trying to get more of a following for this. Like I said, I've had upwards to like 50 to 75. I've got 20 some here. And it's fun. I will continue doing this, whether I had one person, it doesn't matter. I like to just get to know people, and it's been awesome to talk with you about your anxieties and things and your military talk. I feel like I've gotten to know you a lot better. And again, I want to tell you guys, he came back to the bearded community. And it's because of us. Our support brought him back. Because I remember, if I quote this,
So faithfully bearded. You in trouble?
No. I'm reading. I believe it was in. Yeah. I thought you sent it to me, but you said it in the live stream when we did the Christmas in July big night. You said that night or that live stream inspired you to stay in the community, and I was like, heck to the frickin' yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. Oh, Tyson from Faithfully Beard's in here. He snuck in here. I didn't even see him. What's up, buddy? I didn't even see him in here. I didn't. He changed his look.
I was planning on just stepping away from the community, not even worrying about it. And originally I had 2 separate IGs. I had a personal page and I had the Carlisle Beards page.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I was like, well, the only people who talk to me on my personal page are the people from the bearded community. And I'm just like, everyone from the bearded community reaches out to me. Like, for example, like Emu, he reached out to me pretty much every single day. Last Looks Grooming reached out to me every single day. Devin, Ken, these all guys reach out to me. I was like, people from my personal life, they don't really talk to me that much. I was just like, so why would I forsake this community that's going above and beyond for me, going the extra mile for people that do nothing for me? I was like, this is right here is a family. I was like, so why would I forsake this family?
I'm the same way. I have a personal one, and I don't really use it just because this one's supposed to be like a figure type thing, which I'm not a figure of any kind, people. But my personal one is like, it's got my kids and such. And honestly, posted on that is the book I'm reading anymore. That's it. Maybe a picture of my kids every once in a while. That's about it. But yes, I was going to say, because I was looking for your second one, and I said maybe he got rid of that one. So I will have I already have it copy and pasted. So I'll put your information as soon as we hang up this session. I will link all your stuff into the description box. Carlisle Beards is his YouTube channel.
What's a change recently? I transitioned it. It's now under Andrew Carlisle 11B.
Okay. And what does that mean?
It stands for 11 Bravo, which is the military occupational specialty for infantrymen.
Okay. Well, it's an Andrew 11B now. But he's Carlisle Beards, whether you guys like it or not. That's what he is. So
some people still call me Nazarog from when I was back from my old Instagram.
Nazarog. Okay. All right. What does that refer to? Educate me.
Russian for rhino.
Oh, fair enough. I know one foreign language, Spanish. I know it very well. Looking at the comments here real quick. Does anyone have any questions for Andrew while we're in here? Let me go over to the YouTube.
Don't ask it, Devin. Yeah, Devin's going to say something interesting.
Yeah. Devin is stuck in a room for a while. So
yeah.
I feel for him.
Yeah, Tyson with Faithfully Bearded. If you're still in here, did you see my text message I sent you?
Camo Cam says your favorite Batman story that isn't under the red hood.
The Killing Joke.
Andrew, I have a daughter who has anxiety and depression. I believe you said you have that as well. If not, forgive me. How have you been able to overcome it? That's from Copper John.
For me, the driving force for me is my faith. I mean, I'm not one to just preaching, force it down, but if you want me to share it, I will gladly share it with you. And then just doing research, just having that positivity, reaching out to other people. For those who follow me on Instagram, they should know that I do have a battle with suicidal thoughts. I haven't had it in a few months now, but that is something I've struggled with. And when you struggle with suicidal thoughts, you have to know how to pick up the phone and call somebody. You can't keep it to yourself. Otherwise, it's just going to keep on crunching you and destroying you. You got to learn how to pick up the phone and call someone, lay down your pride, and do what needs to be done. You can ask Chris and Ken. I've done it with both of them. We're just hey, I need help right now. And so both of those guys have been able to help me. So just sharing it, confessing it, just being honest and being vulnerable and saying, you know what, I can't do this by myself. Let me, we both love wrestling. Let me just tag you in and let you get involved in it. Because, we're not supposed to do life by ourselves.
I'll wrestle any one of you all without a shadow of a doubt. I will knock the crap out of all of you if y'all want to wrestle. Just telling you. Macho man all day. Elbow. That's all I'm saying. Well, I'm going to end this one kind of early tonight, gentlemen. We've been at this for a little over an hour, and actually, I'm testing myself by doing this because I don't really get a lot of sleep when I do these guys. Favorite Pokemon that isn't Squirtle?
Blastoise.
Hey, Mrs. Bluegrass. Hey, thank you, my dear.
Hola.
Thank you very much. Great live stream. Just wanted to show support. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know Andrew does as well. I got two more guests coming up here soon. Next week we're gonna have John the Flying Beardsman in the hot seat. I'm returning the favor from being on his platform, which was awesome last week. So we're putting John in here next Thursday. We're going to take off the 17th, so there will not be a session. However, September 17th at 7 o'clock on somebody's channel, You're going to see Mo the Bearded Shark. You're going to see Beards and Banjos. You're going to see the Beard Code, Faithfully Bearded, and myself for the 2020 Fall Extravaganza. I think it's probably going to be on Mo or Tyson's channel, so you guys will see us over there. Then we're going to come back the 24th, and we have Joe, Bearded Life 973. So we're going to have him in the hot seat. He's actually, the Flying Beard's been run out of quality guests, I guess. I guess. I mean, you know, I'm low. I'm low level, dude. That's all I can tell you. I guess, you know, that's what I've been told. But anyway, Joe actually does a live stream after I do on Thursday nights, and he's already got his booked. So I told him, all right, we'll set a timer on my phone for an hour, which is until 8, and then I'll try to wrap it up in 15 minutes. And that's what I'm trying to do here to test myself to see if I can do that, because I can talk you guys' ear off. I like to talk. Shut up, Mandy. Jersey Ron says I'll be watching the beginning of this as well. Okay, sweet. Okay, well, I hope to see you tuned in. Appreciate that. So, any final thoughts? Anything else you want to say or shout out to anyone other than the Beard Code? I mean, come on.
I never want to shout him out. Why would I do that? Yeah, shout out to everyone who kept me in this community. The people who reach out to me, who we help each other out, we invest in each other. Scott, thank you for investing in me and taking me under your wing, just like you're doing with Devin. But you like me more than Devin, so. But yeah, shout out to everyone. For all the companies who've sent some investment into me. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna do my best to serve y'all to the best of my abilities.
I think you are doing very good things in the bearded community and in the veteran community as well. Like I said, it takes a lot to come out and tell you. I say called tell your demons, face them, and now you're trying to help people with theirs. Right. Proud of you for doing that, man. That's a big step. That shows leadership too. So that's really awesome. That's really good. That goes back to your military training. That's really good, man. I'm proud of you. I really am. This is a good kid over here. I think you guys should tune into his content and his Instagram a lot more if you don't already. He's a good kid. He's got a good heart, and he doesn't like Devin.
And my return review for those who weren't here earlier will be Distinguished Caballero by Define, so be on the lookout for that.
When do you think you're going to put that one out? Because I'm anxious to see it.
I'm going to try to get it in the next couple weeks. Originally wanted to do it sooner, but we'll have to keep playing around with my schoolwork and get that figured out. So,
okay. So everyone, go subscribe to Andrew 11B, Andrew Carlisle 11B, which is also known as Carlisle Beards. Follow him on Instagram as well. And tune in next week to see Flying Beardsman in the hot seat.
It's going to be awesome.
Thank you much again, Andrew, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody.
You guys be safe and enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Keep on bearding. And what is your sign off?
God bless. Remember the Alamo.